Hello everybody and welcome back to the first match of USC semifinals. We have got not only Washington versus Maryland, but Washington versus their old star. Washington has been a team that time and time again have continued to exceed expectations. Just last year, getting third overall in the tournament despite being the 11th seed. And time again at the center of it all has been Monko 2K, now on Team Maryland. And this team with Monko 2K has been so strong throughout this tournament. Just last week, 6 #1 scores overall, and they are looking to take out Washington, Monko's old team here. I'm iFlame, joined today by T1G. How are things going?
Things are going quite well. I am very excited for us to get into semifinals week. I'm very excited to see who emerge as these top few teams in the bracket this year. And I'm excited to once again see some kind of underdog-esque teams in this round. You know, Washington and Maryland, perhaps not always the teams you expect to still be alive super late. They're making those losers runs. Very curious to see who emerges from this one, because this is, I think in my mind, one of the most difficult matchups to predict for this week.
Yeah, this one could go either way, of course. Maryland looking incredible just last week, but I think Washington was missing WarpsCon last week. So that was a big loss for them, and assuming he is back this time around, that's going to be a big boost for them. So really could go either way. I imagine this is going to be the Crab Brave Maryland warm-up, or is this the Washington warm-up? Because this is Maryland, because
Washington does Louie typically.
I was gonna say, have Washington abandoned their Washington gamer warm-up again?
So green slot 7 through 9. Thoughts on green slot 7 through 9?
Well, I am not colorblind, so I only see red and blue. I actually only see 2 colors. There's the only 2 that exist in OSU.
Understandable. Even in your skin, it's the combo colors.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. What do we got going on? What are we doing? When are we starting? Sooner or later?
Well, sooner or later is definitely the answer. Now, Washington has been a team that has been playing a lot of the aim picks, a lot of the alt picks, and I don't feel like this pool particularly favors them. Dada has, listened to the player feedback and put a little bit less alt in this pool, but that's not going to be helping Washington out because they have been loving the alts in the pool so far. Whereas Maryland definitely haven't minded the alt. They have had some solid speed and precision. Looked great on the Fremonts as well. So I think those are going to be the two angles we are going to see come out of these two teams. But first, we have to, load into the warm-ups.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, we've talked about this before in matches, right? Where, like, teams traditionally will build a roster for standard slot pooling because that's what 99% of tournaments use. And this is not standard slot pooling, and I don't know if people, like, expected it going in.
I feel like you have to expect it after last year, but at the same time, it's different every week, right? Different skills that might be favored, different strengths and weaknesses for the pools each week. So you can't necessarily build a roster around it the same way you can standard pools. So I imagine a lot of teams are just going to build their rosters around standard pools anyways, hope for a more kind of as much balance as possible and hope for the best. It's kind of all you can do.
I mean, that's why we play the games, right? We're not talking.
Exactly.
We ain't talking about practice. We're talking about real matches, real shit. Sooner or later, I don't actually know what's taking so long. I really just would like to get this going.
I mean, we've got a record to beat, don't we? What was it? Like, did we get to 45 minutes of warm-ups?
Oh God, I hope not.
I think it was us two casting. I don't remember how long it ended up taking though. It was a good one.
It's hard. It's hard for me to keep track at this point. There have been so many matches in
There
our
have.
collective careers, and it looks like we have 3 players. After all that, we're ending up
Oh,
with
man.
3 players in the lobby for this warm up. It's Army Fan, Ethan Tricks, and Costco Hot Dog, the absolute best username in the entirety of this tournament.
There you go. Apparently, it was 24 minutes to finish the warm-up. So thankfully, it's not going to be quite that long this time around. This is definitely a warm-up.
Yeah.
And despite this being Maryland's warm-up, we've got one Maryland player in the lobby.
Unless there are other slots, I guess. Where's the MP? Hang on. No, it actually does look like it's just that's it. Batball became the host and then left the match. So I wonder if they... I don't know.
Classic.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about this. It's a warm-up, so... Well, we do have, of course, the other match that we can mention. Did we mention that we have another match after this? I don't remember. Texas versus Massachusetts. Double Friday night.
It's going to be another good one. Two very close teams in terms of seeding.
Yeah, that is... Oh, God, I don't have the sheet or the challenge open. Hang on.
It's going to be 3 UTC, I'm pretty sure.
No, I was looking for the seeding.
Oh, the seeding
Texas, Massachusetts, 7 versus 9. Yeah. That's the closest seed matchup tied closest seed matchup, I guess, in losers this week. So 12 versus 6 and 11 versus 5. But New Jersey versus Pennsylvania is 8 versus 10, so... That should be a good one. Make sure to stick around for that after this one, because these are both... these are, like... For me, I think the 2 more interesting of the losers matches this week, I think. I don't know. I feel like the other 2, for whatever reason, don't have as much interest for me. But they'll still be good, so whatever. And there it is, Louis. So yeah, the Washington warm-up. Louis.
Yep. Can't have a Washington match without this warm-up. It would be bad luck not to pick this warm-up, to be quite honest.
It's weird to have Washington picking Louis with no Verderix on the team, though.
That's true. Verderix, no longer on the Washington team, was the captain, I believe, for many years.
Oh yeah, he's been a member for a long time. This is the first year I can remember being involved in this tournament that Verderix wasn't on Washington in some capacity. And I mean, I go back to 2018, so
Yeah, I mean, it's really impressive how well Washington has been doing throughout this tournament, still making it into the top 12 despite having lost two very core players in Verderix and Monko 2K.
Monko 2K, the USC Nomad, plays for Maryland, SoCal, Washington, back to Maryland. He is, well, he and Lalzep both, I guess, right? Because Lalzep has played for Illinois, Iowa, and now Pennsylvania. So they both played for 3 teams. Is anybody else on that list? Anybody else played for 3 teams?
I would be the wrong person to ask, but it sounds like one of them needs to join a fourth team so they can claim the USC record.
I wonder, it's gonna be a battle between those guys. Well, Lalzep has spent some time living in Ohio, I believe. He just never played for their team. I don't know who else. Where will Monko be next year? He should get a job in NorCal.
Ah, there you go. Just move to wherever the best USC team is at the time. Can move to Virginia, NorCal.
I mean, Virginia is like right next to Maryland. So
there you go. Just next year, Monko 2K in Virginia. That would be possibly one of the most stacked USC rosters we've seen in quite a long time. We do have the first ban coming out for Maryland. I imagine we're going to see them ban out one of those rating picks, but another interesting part of this pool is there's not really a whole lot of rating to it, much less so than previous weeks, and that's going to be great for Maryland as well, who has been banning out the reading pretty much every week.
Yeah, and they do go ahead and ban out the Hidden 2, which is not like raw reading, but it does have that like hidden slider tech kind of aspect to it. Yeah, what reading do you even have? I mean, Nomad 1 is AR8, but I don't know if it really counts as reading. It's really more aim. Fremont is all mechanics. DT is relatively mechanics heavy. Yeah, like you were saying, there's just not a lot of reading.
Yeah, and that's why I think this pool is so heavily in favor of Maryland, Washington. Not only do they have less alt picks than previous pools, but there's just no reading for them to try and abuse Maryland on, which really opens up the ban options for Maryland. We do see the Fremont 2 Deathstream map banned out by Washington. Understandably, we could very well see Washington ban out the speed pick next.
Yes, could be like a Fremont 3, could be a DT4 ban angle.
We'll find out. See the Nomad 5 for Washington next, but yeah, we'll have to see. Maryland do need a ban.
I want a Nomad 5 ban simply so it doesn't get played.
I mean, these are some brilliant tactics by Thantrix. Just distracting Maryland so they don't ban in time and lose their ban.
That wouldn't be very nice. Can we ban TB? Honestly, please.
Yeah, if we go to TB, it's all you. Because I looked at the pool, 12-minute TB, and I decided I'm not looking at that map. You did the showcase. You got us covered.
Yeah, I was not paying much attention to that map during the showcase.
Oh no.
It was 12 minutes long, and I simply did not care.
The correct answer.
Can we get a ban? Okay, it's DT3. Second ban, so that is Home Sweet Grave. The old. It's almost as old as I am, and that's saying something. The map ID is 27,000 something or other.
Yep, something like that. Yeah, it came out in 2009. And Washington opts to ban out the no mod 3, so they don't want to play the finger control.
Yeah, Jazz's rad ban. I mean, does that does that feel like a specifically like Washington or Maryland map? I don't feel like that's really like. I mean, I guess like it's probably a bat ball map, I guess, but
yeah, I mean, to me, it seems like the type of thing where, you know, traditionally the finger control isn't specifically Washington or Maryland favored, but this one in particular, there has to just be no one on Washington who can really play it, and so they're going, okay, we have to ban that out, or it's going to be a free point for Maryland. But that does leave the no mod 5 open, which is going to be a pretty solid pick, I would imagine, for Maryland at some point in this match. Not sure that they would pick it first. I would definitely see them going for one of the GTs, even one of the free mods before the no mod 5. But they are going to want to stay away from the aim, so free mod 1, probably not an option, and you probably don't want the free mod 4 either. Start to look at things like the free mod 3, okay, it is just the free mod 3.
All right, so it's time for high BPM aim. Henshi. This is, of course, not the 9-star diff, but it is still 8.2 with Hard Rock, so good luck, Hard Rock players. It is very fast. It is Snow Note. It is 270 BPM. Aimerific.
Yep, we have got Kama and Jacob in the lobby for the Hard Rock, and it should just be Ethantrix and Batball taking the hiddens. I don't think we see any overmods on this. Maybe Batball could hidden Hard Rocket, but Jacob I don't think is the type to want to overmod on this one. So I do think it is pretty unlikely. It's a very, very short map as well. Every miss counts. It is very, very tricky. There's one particular pattern, I think it's about a quarter of the way into the map, that is going to claim many, if not all, of the combos. So that's going to be a big one to watch out for at the start, and then it'll be over before you know it.
Yeah, this is the shortest map in the pool by 30-something seconds. I mean, blink and you'll miss it doesn't even really begin to describe what's going on here. We'll find out. This is the, I don't know. I love Osu. I love waiting around for 20 minutes for the match to actually start. That's my favorite part about tournaments, to be honest.
Players got to get into their slots, but we finally have them, and Conrad is back, so that's going to be really nice for Washington. Conrad does tend to be a third for Washington, I would say, on a majority of picks, and so luckily for them, they managed to win out anyways without Conrad. Likely to be on the no mod here.
All right. Ethantrix is being very toxic in chat. That was very toxic. I don't think we should stand up for that sort of behavior.
I agree. We should start a petition. And here we go. This map does not take long to get into the map at all.
Yeah.
We're going to see some very, very early misses into this first pattern coming up in about 5 to 10 seconds. And after that, the map just keeps on going. This is the only free combo of the map.
Let's see. Everybody's going to be able to hold through here, except for Kama. That's going to be the first break. And I mean, every break matters, like you said, when you're in the sort of freer. Oh, goodness. There goes Monko, Kama, and Jacob. So now it's Conrad and Ethan against Batball. Now it's Ethan against Batball. Generally, I would like Batball in that matchup. They are both on hidden. Batball is up by 3%, excuse me, 2.5% accuracy. And Maryland's going to take the lead back.
It's gonna flicker though at this point. Every miss will affect the score. There goes Kama. That's a big drop. Score's gonna flick up, but Thantrix finds a miss. Batball is just gonna run away with it now. Now Jacob misses.
Oh, it's so
and
over.
it should just be the point for Maryland. We are out of time.
Yeah, this is Batball FC on the hidden. That's really impressive stuff from him. And that is gonna be Maryland taking the first point. And it is their first pick, so you would expect them to do well on it, but oh, it's not an FC. I lied. It's one miss. Sorry. My bad. I thought it was an FC. But
I would have thought so too.
still a million plus score.
Yep. It's about as close as was needed. At the end of the day, you got the star on the board.
And so Washington first pick, because that felt pretty straightforward once everybody broke on Washington and Maryland had Batball still holding. What do we like here for Washington as a first selection in this particular matchup?
Yeah, it's I could see something like the Nomad 1, but I could also see them being a little bit hesitant to go for that. I do like perhaps some of the more, hidden all focus maps. So it's going to be the hidden one. And
Mawaru?
I gotta be honest, I feel quite let down by Dada with this hidden one. I opened the map and it was just a hidden one. It was just standard aim hidden one.
I mean, he has to have some just regular, quote unquote, regular maps in the pools. It can't be all weird. What is Dada doing in these pools? Types of shit.
I know. I've got it. It's a solid. It's not a bad map, but I do appreciate seeing wild maps all over the place.
It's a good map. It's a good map, sir. Opens map in editing in editor. It's wet reading. All right, so Conrad Army fan Ethan Pricks against Kama Kodama and Batball. No confusion possible there. Kama Kodama.
No, none at all. Kodama is really just in for the hidden picks for Maryland, whereas Kama is actually their Hard Rock player mostly, Hard Rock aim player. So we'll see how Kama adjusts on the hidden. Don't think there will be too much trouble. And we're going to see RME fan coming in.
Yo, Conrad, the legend. Monko died. Boy, that would be unfortunate. All right, here we go.
Would be very unfortunate.
Would he be in for this type of map? I'm not even sure.
Likely not. Monko has not really played a lot of hidden for this team, so probably wouldn't matter on this map anyways, but we'll see if it makes a difference into the rest of the match. But for now, we've got hidden one.
And we have a very early break from Batball. So 2 maps in a row, he breaks right at the start. There goes Kama as well. So very early, getting some misses out of the way here for Team Maryland. See how well they do going forward. That was the Triple FC, of course, intact for Washington through the first small bit of combo in the intro there. This is, 3.5 minutes long, so decent test of consistency. Not, the longest map in the pool by any means, but short map either.
Yeah, and we see yet again Maryland off to a very early accuracy lead off of Kodama and Kama, even Batball on the 99 now, so that's going to keep the scores close despite the combo advantage for Washington. And here we go into the next chorus section. This map is pretty spiky, so there goes Kama. That's a big miss for Maryland. Conrad does trade it back, and that's going to favor Maryland. This is a very spiky map, so if you can hold on to your combos through these chorus sections, it's going to be big. Thantrix now finds the miss, so over to Maryland. They're going to bring the score back over very, very quickly as it's only Army hold.
Oh, no.
As well. 2 big FCs to 1. Batball is essentially on the FC. It is close enough. The score is, difference is negligible there, and Maryland are going to start to run away with this one a little bit as they get into an easier section here.
Yeah, this Maryland pack is doing a little bit of extra work too, with a 99.5, 99.6, 99.03, against, a slightly lower bit of ACK, but when the combo is as close as it was there, that ACK can give you just a little bit more of an advantage. And, man, I don't know, Kodama Batball, just those big combos. It's not anything that Washington is going to be able to do. They just need to get breaks from Maryland and hope that they come before Maryland has established too big of a lead, which obviously still plenty of time. But there goes Army Fan once again, and all three members of Maryland holding into this next guy. Let's see how they do as Army Fan continues to struggle a bit more. Those drops are very, very damaging to the chances of Washington. Oh, there he goes again. What is going on? This poor guy not having a good time at all.
Yeah, just missing a few of these patterns. Conrad and Thantrix are still holding really nice recovery combos there, but
there's Kodama, the FC gone.
Yeah, but it's still Batball and Kama up against the Thantrix and Conrad, so it's going to take a little bit more than that, and Washington are very, very quickly running out of time. There is one tricky part left, but Thantrix finds the miss, and that is going to spell the end for Washington on this pick, at least, as the rest of their roster finds misses as well, and it's going to be a break point for Maryland now. Decisive one with that.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty solid. I mean, it's 500k, and that's going to continue to grow with Batball holding on to that 1300 combo. I mean, anybody who wasn't sold on Batball from his performances in tournaments over the past few months, like, they're seeing this man continue to emerge as a leading figure in this particular USA tournament scene. The guy has put on some really, really strong showings, and this, USC performance has really been no different. Been an absolute mainstay for the roster, and he's showing why with continued scores like the last map and like this one as well. Starting off this match really, really hot. And that's going to lead to, 700k plus break point for Maryland. This is Washington's first pick. That is not going to feel too good. But still plenty of time left in the match. Score is best of 11, but only one break point isn't going to be isn't going to spell doom. But it's not a great look either to start the match off that way.
Yeah, I do think it is tricky for Washington. Kind of going back to the pool one more time. Their best skill set throughout this tournament really has been that alt so far, and this pool just really doesn't have it. So makes the picks a lot less obvious for Washington, but we do have the Maryland pick up next, and it feels like they do have a lot of options. Could certainly see one of the DTs out of them.
Yeah, I mean, after the first pick, free mod 3, right? Like, you could think about... Actually, you could go no mod 4 here if you wanted to. You could go DT1 or DT4. You could even go free mod 1 if you're looking for, again, sort of higher BPM aim. So, as you discussed, options feel like they abound for the Maryland roster in this particular matchup.
Yeah, I would actually really like to see something like the DT1. We did see Washington ban out the other finger control-esque pick in Jazz is Rad. So, and there it is.
It is the DT1, so we're going to get, 309 quote-unquote BPM. It's a weird rhythm, so I don't know, you can take all that away from the BPM, but your wish has been granted. And there's Monko. Monko 2000. There are 2,000 Monkos. Can you believe that?
Yep, and we got the 2000s. I'm very glad we were blessed with a round number Monko.
Yeah, this could have been like Monko 1732. And that just would not have had nearly the ring to it.
Good. Kama back in for Maryland. Oh, Kama is in the lobby, which is on the wrong team.
I like Kama Monko Batball for this. Seems pretty solid.
Yeah, just kind of has been their go-to DT roster outside of the pure speed picks.
Conrad saying, WTF, I forgot to ban this map.
Yeah, it's about what I figured. This is not something Washington wants to play or is comfortable on.
But Faker 3 will surely carry.
Yeah, Faker 3. He does need a team.
That's true. No team, LeBron James meme.
And this is the kind of map that you would probably typically see WarpsCon in for over RME fan 10 times out of 10. So with Conrad Mitten clearly not feeling comfortable on the map either. Washington's lineup doesn't inspire a whole lot of confidence in me for the map, but it was Maryland's pick, so it's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, this could be, another occasion where it's like you can't worry about the results if it's the other team's early pick because they're probably going to be picking something that they're very, very comfortable with. But we'll get into it and we'll find out, I think, relatively quickly. And my goodness, the accuracy.
Yeah, this map is very rough on accuracy, but especially so for Washington right now. We've got 2 players on 90% and Conrad very quickly approaching 90%. As Maryland is having a much better time, we do have a couple early misses just from Conrad action. Here we go into the harder part of this map.
A lot of combo about everywhere. It's really just that early break from Conrad. That's a double reset for Maryland. Monko and Batball both falling. Kama still holding on, but that is going to be pretty meaningful combo advantage to the team Washington coming out of this break with 370, those FCs both on Jacob and RME fan. Conrad still doing well also. Conrad playing the long con, saying he forgot to ban this when it's actually a map that they're really good at, question mark?
There you go. But yeah, with the accuracy, Washington needs to hold these combos to at least the halfway point of the map to actually take over the score lead. Batball does find another miss. It's going to speed up the process for Washington. Batball, chain missing now, needs to find some recovery combo. And we're at the halfway mark, but Jacob finds a miss. And so it's going to even things out as it's now 2 FCs to 2 3/4 of an FC. But the accuracy for Washington is just so bad that the FCs on Maryland are worth so much more.
This is so scary. Third of the map still to go. Yeah, that accuracy is just huge. 5-6% accuracy lead. And everybody on Maryland held through that burst. So into the next kind of swing rhythm Ki section, it's just lead going over. And there goes RME fan. And there goes Conrad. GG. All right, 3-0. And that is going to be a consolidated break point for Maryland. There was actually an opportunity, right, for Washington there, but the accuracy really hurt them, and then obviously breaking near the end here ended any chance they had. And Kama on a play and a half. That is really good.
Yeah, really impressive score from Kama. We've seen twice now Washington looking much, much better on the Maryland picks than we might have expected, having very clear opportunities to take those break points, but just so far have not been able to convert, have been finding just a couple misses into the ending that have cost them the point. But they're going to need to find the break point at some point in this match because they're already down by 3.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just going to be like, even before thinking about that, right? I mean, you're 3 maps in and you've lost 2 points in the opponent's pick and your own pick. So like your first order of business is just the next pick that you have has to be like your absolute best. You have to win this next point because if you go down double break point 4-0 and the other team is about to pick again after that, like that's just doom almost at that juncture of the match, especially when you seem to be missing a player who is generally going to be important for a lot of the stuff that your opponents want to pick. So Washington needs the next map. Like this has to be something good.
Yeah, but I think it's
Fremont 4.
Yep, Fremont 4 makes a lot of sense. This is kind of the closest thing to alt that they have left in the pool, but Maryland has been really, really scary on the free mods. You've just got Kama Hard Rock Batball hidden, and then Monko is free to just put up a massive combo on the Nomad. Gonna have a much easier time. And it's really nice that Maryland is able to free up Monko with the Nomad. Has been working really well for them so far because they actually got #1 score overall on both the Free Mod 1 and Free Mod 2 last week. So this is a risky pick for Washington, but I do like it.
We're at the point where like I don't know if there's anything that I strictly like.
Okay, yeah.
It's gonna be hard to find stuff that I strictly speaking like. Yeah, Maryland top scoring 2 different free mods last week makes them look pretty terror on this mod pool.
I like it in comparison to the other options.
There you go. There you go. That's a little more reasonable.
It looks like we're going to be seeing Kadama in for the hidden rather than Thatch.
Yeah. Well, after seeing him in on Hidden 2 and putting up a good score, I don't think that's too surprising.
No,
Crazy to see a map with no bat ball.
That was my biggest surprise, but Karama has been really solid on the hidden all tournament long, and so I don't think Maryland is going to be any worse for wear.
All right, well, in we go, and we're gonna find out. This is on Hard Rock has to be like actually terrorizing, right?
It is pretty tough. Yeah, this one definitely feels pretty hidden favorite to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Very accurate. Okay, there go Ethan, Jacob, and Kama early on. I mean, you should probably FC the intro most of the time, but I understand missing on Wit with mods. And there's Conrad as well. Kodama trades. Monko follows up. Jacob as well. So it is now Ethan versus Kama. Ethan does have the combo lead, so this should actually go over to Washington. I don't really know what's going on. Maybe that everybody's just uncomfortable with the map.
Yeah, Ethan has much better accuracy than Kama as well. One thing going for Kama right now is the Hard Rock over the hidden, a slightly better mold multiplier that's going to keep things close for now, but with that miss from Kodama right before the break, I expect it's going to go back over to Washington very quickly as long as they can hold on to their combos, hold on to their accuracy. And this is where things start to get tough. Conrad finds a miss. That's a big combo down, and so it's going to go back over to Maryland, but things are going to be close. It's the Monko finds a drop.
That buzz slider. Those buzz sliders with V2, man. Like, this section with V2 is way, way harder than normal.
Oh, it's brutal.
There's Ethan. That's big.
Yeah, on the slider strings. That's the biggest combo for them. Jacob doing his best to match Kama, but slightly behind is not going to be good enough for Washington. They need a miss from Kama, or they need recovery combos on Athantrix and Conrad. The ending, very tough though, notoriously. We'll see if Jacob can hold on.
Oh,
there goes Kama, that's a big miss.
Oh, Kodama as well. That's all the combo just instantly gone from Maryland, and just like that, the score shoots over the Washington side. That was the two big combos for Maryland gone immediately. Jacob and Conrad will just take over and run away with this into the ending. That leaves 100k like nothing, and Jacob does break, but Conrad and Ethan still on the combos. That should do it. That should give Washington their first point, put them on the board.
Yeah, Jacob has done more than enough, up 100,000 points at this point in the map with just full reset across the board. Really tough ending is going to mean Washington are able to put their first point on the map here.
Boy, this was one that could have gone either way until very close to the ending. But Washington just able to hold, able to clutch up when they needed to, and they get on the board. That is really, really good for Washington. It goes without saying. Going down 4-0 would have been very, very bad. And well, it's 3-1. So Maryland, of course, still does have the break point, but it's only one break point. So it's okay.
Yeah. When it's first to 6, there's plenty of time to get that break point back as long as you continue to win your own picks. And that just was a really solid team performance out of Washington. Everybody contributing to that point, getting very similar scores. Maryland still have quite a few options for their next pick. They could easily go for something like the DT4, the DT2 even. Both of those look good for them, and then there's still the No Mod 5, so I feel like we're probably looking at those 3 picks for the foreseeable future.
Yep. Think so. I'm kind of just enthralled by whatever's going on in chat, to be honest. These dudes are weird.
Yeah, Athantrix is just, he's been going off all match. Now, one thing I wanted to call out that I haven't really talked about at all this match is that Washington, in previous rounds, has placed a heavy focus on banning out tech maps, and Maryland has looked pretty solid on the tech, so tech even more so an option for Maryland. That No Mod 4, I think, would look really, really good for them. Or sorry, not the No Mod 4.
I would say No Mod 4 is just a No Mod 1.
Yeah,
Here's thinking of normal pool.
Yeah.
Hidden 2 is banned.
Oh, no.
So it's actually there's actually just no slider tech. I mean,
all right,
yeah,
we're good to go.
Sorry, it's just DP2. I mean, this is kind of techie-ish, right? Slightly, kind of, in a way.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, more than anything else. I mean, other than Hidden 3, I guess. But I mean, that's not. I don't know what that map is.
Yeah, this is just going to be slider aim, so definitely more, it is techy, but definitely more of a focus on the aim, but I do think Maryland has the stronger DT lineup. Definitely going to be seeing the Batball Monka Comet back in for this one, and Dice in for Washington.
First Dice sighting, I believe.
Yeah, so far in this match, Dice mostly just been playing the alt for Washington, so a little bit surprised to see Dice in for this DT pick, especially over somebody like Jacob, but maybe just not comfortable on the pick, and so we've got Dice in instead, along with WarpsCon, who I'm surprised it's the first time we're seeing WarpsCon this match.
Yeah, it's weird. I actually kind of thought he wasn't here when he wasn't in for some of the stuff that's been played before, but oh well. Okay, looks like we got an abort, or are getting an abort. I'm not really sure, but okay, somebody's game crashed. Batball's game crashed. So hopefully we'll get that sorted out. And now he's gone completely, so maybe, I don't know. They technically should have to play with him unless he literally can't connect to the game. Not entirely sure what's going on.
Yeah, we'll see if Batball can get back into the lobby, and Batball is back. Yeah, this is definitely not a case of them wanting to play without Batball. Batball is never not in for this.
Alright, so hopefully he's good to go. Hopefully we can get started with the Mappington. And, well, okay. There we go. Hey guys, we got a map. Holy cow.
And another very short one.
Big fan. Big fan. Big fan. Huge fan. Immense fan.
Me too. Me too.
And we'll see what the players' comfort levels look like on this particular pick. It's fairly consistent slider aim heavy. There goes WarpsCon in on his first pick, the first one to break.
Yep, once again, we see Maryland with the early accuracy advantage, and 100% on its own doesn't seem like a lot, but it does add up over the course of a match. Dice has found a miss as well, and so now Maryland is off to a massive lead here.
Shoutouts, comma. Up, not anymore. I rescind the shout out. It is still a triple FC though, 340 combo in. There goes WarpsCon again. Again, as we said, very short map. This is trending toward over. There is Conrad. Goodbye. It is 4-1. Congratulations, Maryland, on your point.
Yeah, there's not going to be much going on. The rest of this map, aside from how many FCs can Maryland get, I'm going to go with one. One is the prediction.
I'll go two. Comma and Batball.
Very fair.
Maybe Monko finds like a slider break or something. I just think it'd be unlikely to see a three-way. That would be freaking cool, though.
That would be absurd.
Actually, why I'm betting against Monko? Why I'm betting against Monko? I have no idea. That dude's too good to bet against. Oh, it's Batball to break. All right, no three-way for Maryland. Sorry. Okay, so Monko and comma, perhaps. That comma act, by the way,
Oh, just Monko.
I'm going to end my existence.
There we go.
I did walk back my Monko doubting, so there is that. But man, Kama had such good accuracy. That team score is so freaking good, by the way. 2.9 mil and 3v3 on that map. Also Batball Ack. That score is so good. Like,
yeah, that's
wow.
Gonna be one of the top scores overall in the tournament easily. Probably a couple teams that could get close, but not going to be easy to beat. Now for Washington, it's back to a little hard to find a pick.
Back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Hard Rock 3, instant. We're going tiny circles. We're going tiny circles, guys. CS 8.45. Small circles. Get your reading glasses out. Get your magnifying glasses out because you're going to need them. And I really hope the streamer has automatic cursor size on because it looks really funny to see automatic cursor size with CS 8.45.
Yeah, this is going to be more of an aim-focused small circle map. And I'm not sure how I feel about this pick for Washington. Maryland, on paper, you wouldn't necessarily think they're much of a precision team at all, but they have somehow out of nowhere been actually a very good precision team, getting number 2 overall in the precision map in round of 32 and getting number 1 overall on their precision map just last week. I think the round of 16 it was banned against them, so I don't know how I feel about this one.
I don't know. I mean, I always feel weird going off like old stats, like previous week stats for maps, because you never know like what might be different about a map from one week to the next, even in the same like skill set or slot. And obviously the teams know their scorers better than I do. So on something that can be relatively volatile, like a CS 8.45, I'm a little more willing to give a team the benefit of the doubt when they picked it.
Yeah, it is definitely a big step up from the previous levels of precision, which have just been that 6.5. Minus, making the first appearance, is the third Hard Rock player for Maryland, so no surprises. Imagine Minus will likely be in for any Hard Rock maps we see come out. Army has found a very, very early miss. I don't think it's going to matter, but does find another one. It's not having a good time so far. Lowest accuracy in the lobby by quite a bit. And Monko does trade it back though, but Monko has much better accuracy, so it's still going to be advantage over to Maryland, as small as it may be. We're not really going to see that advantage develop until we see one of those other 4 combos break, and there goes Kama. So now Washington should be able to take this one back. There isn't actually a ton of combo in this map, so 200 is quite a sizable combo advantage for Conrad and Jacob, but they do have minus matching, and if they find misses, that could be scary.
Yeah, but instead it's comma breaking. It is trading with Jacob, but not going to be the end of the world for Washington as of yet. This is practically... okay, we're just trading misses everywhere. It's a perfect trade between Minus and Army Fan. That actually does advantage Washington, since Conrad was the longer combo, as was Minus, so Conrad holding the advantage over Monko by 100 combo or so. But man, oh man, this is just brutal.
And I just want to call out RME Fan has done an incredible job of recovering the accuracy, down from the lowest in the lobby by 5%, back up to 97, matching the lobby. Monko and Jacob are going to trade. That's the big combo down for Maryland. And that might be it if Conrad can hold on to... Okay, there goes Conrad. Washington do still have a pretty big advantage, but I'm not sure if Kama's combo is enough. There should be time if Jacob finds a miss.
With RME Fan and Conrad breaking? Okay, there go Minus and Kama. Oh man, this is just not a map where you're consistent. Like, this is so freaking difficult to be consistent on, and yeah. With the combo being what it is, Washington would have to have a lot of trouble at the last quarter here, just because Maryland doesn't have combo to bring the score gap back with. Like, yeah, it's only 100k, but nobody has over a 50 combo, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the ending of this map is way too hard. We're not going to see realistically anybody building up any combo more than 200 in the end of this map, and so Washington is going to be getting their second pick, and now down by 2.
Yeah, we're just kind of staying status quo with this one. It's still 1 break point in favor of... What?
What?
Wait, what?
Huh?
What?
How?
What?
Can we get like a
Can we get an instant replay? Can we get an instant
Okay.
replay on that? I guess we just stopped paying attention because like
yeah,
we just stopped paying attention because it was such a big lead.
Yeah, I was fully like zoned out thinking about what the next pick for Maryland is, and I look back at the score, and they've just won by 1,000 points.
Okay, I actually have to look at the VOD because I'm so fucking confused. I guess the lead just wasn't that big, but it felt like the combo was.
Yeah, I mean,
I actually can't even go back and look at the VOD because I can't publish it. So I'd have to.
It's ongoing.
All right.
It's okay. It's
all right, whatever. That's 5-1. It's match point. Yeah, I don't know.
Commentators are throwing.
Yeah, huh, okay. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. I've never been so certain a match was over and then had that happen.
I know.
There was like an eighth of the map left with like a couple 100K lead and nobody over 50 combo anywhere on the map. Like, I don't know.
Well, it's a good thing you're the host of the tournament, or oof. I might not be invited back to the next USC. We do have an H. Oh wait, no, it's gonna be a no mod too.
Wait, he said, can we play HD3?
Yeah, that was Washington.
That was not their pick. That was not their pick. That was not their pick.
And this is 275 BPM. This is going to be a lot of fast aim and quite a few bursts that we might see a few players, Conrad, trying to double tap. Definitely going to be seeing, actually, surprised we're not seeing WarpsCon in for this one. But Monko should just be followed up by Kodama. No, it's going to be Batball instead. So I think Kodama, who usually their speed player is not feeling comfortable enough on that aim, let me get Batball instead.
This feels a little less, I don't know. The air just went out of my sails a little bit. All right, well, in we go. Yeah, no, Maryland just trying to close it out now. I'm at the point of like just not knowing what I'm doing anymore. I'm doubting everything I've ever known about commentary and about Osu.
I know. I don't know how we've gotten this far. We may never know, but we are into the map. It is a decently long one. Dice does find an early miss, but Maryland, yet again, off to the early accuracy lead, so they're going to have an ever so slight of an advantage, but okay, Army Fan finds a miss as well, so that's going to help out Maryland, let them push the score lead while the map is much easier. And so if Maryland can hold on through this forced KI section, they're going to be in a very, very good spot.
Yeah, feels like Maryland's just been in a good place basically this entire match, no?
That is true. They're up 5-1. They're in a very good spot. There goes Kama though.
Break. So the problem is, of course, still basically a double FC on Monko and Battle. I believe Monko is like 10 or 12 Kama behind. So they are gonna out-duel Conrad and Dice, especially with RME fan breaking. That's gonna maintain the lead where it is, more or less. It's gonna grow a little bit. There's a big break from Batball though, so that could swing things back over. But there goes Conrad, and that was the bigger combo of the two as well for Washington. So that was the worst one to have break out of him and Dice. So Army Fan following it up. So Dice holding after the early break, recovering quite well, but Monko is matching him, and Kama is recovering as well. And once again, like it has been the case, it's Maryland with a little bit of an act lead. It feels like that's been the story of every single pick, and it is just continuing to go that direction.
Yep, Monko, determined to knock his old team out of the tournament, is doing a pretty good job of it so far. And this is really scary for Washington. If Dice finds a miss anywhere, it's probably just over in an instant into the next KI. Watch Dice, watch Monko. There goes Conrad. Doesn't
not really a big deal.
Too much.
No.
There goes Dice, and that's probably just the match. There is half of the map to go, but Monko is going to need to miss within the next 15-20 seconds probably. There goes Monko.
Okay. But Kama has a 650 combo against Army Fan at 400. It's like a small, tiny little hope, but I guess there is a little bit of hope there. Even if Kama breaks, there's still Batball backing him up. And there goes Army Fan. Okay, I think that's probably the GG angle. I don't know it's not like 100% sure, but the bells are starting to ring. The church is preparing for the funeral of Team Washington.
But after that last map, can never be too certain.
Yeah, that's true.
Comebackable.
I mean, everything is comebackable until it's actually over.
This is true.
Well, sort of.
Break from
Fat Ball. It doesn't. Oh, combo breaks. Okay, Conrad has to somehow bring back 400k. I don't think he's got that much to score left.
Okay, there goes Conrad. Now it is most certainly over 350,000 score advantage for Maryland, and I think we can safely say, as much as it scares me to do so, that they are going to be taking this match 6-1, moving on to the second round of semifinals.
Yeah, and they're going to get the winner of New Jersey, Pennsylvania, which, if Maryland keeps playing like this, man, the sky's the limit. I think either of those matchups, based on the way they've played in this match, even if Washington was not maybe at their best, I think the way Maryland has played in this match, either of those matchups is going to look really winnable to them.
I think so, especially considering how, the three teams have played throughout the tournament. It has really been Maryland that has stepped up in the last few rounds and has been putting up scores that have been really up there with the best teams in the tournament. And honestly, if Maryland keeps up this kind of a performance, they could easily, close in on that top 4, potentially even top 3 spot, but we'll have to see.
I don't know about all that.
You have to,
I don't know about top 3,
ambitious,
but
okay?
I mean, yeah, they can definitely aim high here for sure. With a performance like that in their back pocket, they can definitely aim pretty high. I mean, that is going to confirm them top 8 at a bare minimum, and then top 6 if they win the next matchup. So that is pretty cool. So long and farewell, of course, to Team Washington. I don't know. I don't want to say they're like hard stuck top 12, but that seems to be the trend, historically speaking. But always good to have them back, and maybe they should have put. I guess Vertarix just should have played. I don't know.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, hey, to be fair to Washington, they did get third last year, so they had their year of glory. Unfortunately, this is not their year, and we are going to get HD3 slider.
No, please don't. It's gonna ruin my. It's gonna ruin my freaking stats.
Now, the stats.
It ruins the stats back end if there's an extra map in the MP, I have to go manually select to not have it.
Okay. The ref has got us covered. I mean, you guys are missing out. For those of you who weren't aware, this map has been described as moist by a certain someone.
Wasn't me.
I might have to send you the VOD on that one. Okay, we're not going to be getting HD3. T1G's sanity has been saved for now until the next match, when we have to sit through warm-ups again and the sanity will be obliterated. But that match is not going to be for another 19 minutes, so we are going to be taking a short break, and then we will be back for Texas and Massachusetts. Stay tuned, and we will see you guys shortly.